everyone. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm Cherie. I'm the owner of Rhyans House of Fashion. And I know I haven't been really active lately, but I'm in the process of revamping. I have my own studio now, my own in-home office and studio. So I'm really just getting things together. My vision is really coming to life. I thank you all for supporting me currently right now while I'm revamping. Everything online is 20% off. I will be having Black Friday sale very soon. New arrivals will be available soon. I can't wait for you guys to see this new inventory and my revamp. I'm so excited.
It's the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Fashion Week Wednesday, yo. I'm excited about today's show, yo. I've been telling y'all all week, yo. We doing it all about the fashion this week. We got Cherie Mckinney in the building,
Hey.
wardrobe stylist, personal shopper, also the owner of Ryan's House of Style, yo. So without any further ado, let's bring it to the stage. How you feeling today?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We got people already commenting. They just as excited as I am. So for the people that may be watching that may not know, let's let the people know where you're from.
Well, actually, I was born in Dallas, Texas, but my dad was in the military, so I was raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, and
Okay.
I decided to move back to Dallas like 5 years ago.
Okay. So you moved back
Mhm.
to Dallas 5 years ago. You was in
Mhm.
Charlotte. I'm actually in Raleigh, so North Carolina definitely
Mhm.
representing. Yo, and again, I just want to salute you first before we start for Black Excellence. You got your own business and your brand. You got a vision. It's bigger than a brand, but let's take it back to the beginning. Like,
Mhm.
how did you first get into fashion?
Thank you. And I got into fashion like it all was really just natural. It just all came natural to me. My mom had said I started dressing myself at 3 years old. Like
Wow.
I would tell her what I wanted to wear and not to wear. So um, I really feel like it's a natural given talent. Like it
Right.
just everything come natural.
Okay, so like thinking back to your early experiences, like what was your style? Was it more like the dressy dresses? Was you like a tomboy? What was your style back in your early mornings?
Well, I've always pretty much been a girly girl. And what's crazy, I used to play basketball too. So
Wow.
I was like the only one that would come out of the locker room in a dress. You know what I'm saying? I had my dress on, I had my hair did, and
Wow.
all of that. So it started like really, really young. I can recall like one Easter, I probably was like 3 or 4. And my
Right.
mom, like, I had to have my gloves with my Easter dress. I had to have the hat, the socks, everything. Like, I had to have all that. So I was always like a girly girl, but I could switch it up too. I could do any style.
You can
You
do
know what
any
I'm saying?
style.
So it really
Okay.
just depends on how I feel that day.
Okay, because fashion is an expression of how you feel. So okay.
Hmm.
Your early and what was some of your early people that inspired you? Like what type of styles? Was it like the 90s era, 2000? What type of styles inspired you early in your career?
Well, most of the styles, like the earlys, like the 90s and the 2000s, I liked people like I really did. I like Lil Kim style. You know what I'm saying? Like she
Okay.
was free. You know what I'm saying? She would wear whatever she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And still, be confident. In what she wearing. I really, really did her style back then. And a lot of the models I used to watch like a lot of like the Victoria's Secrets. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Those runways and things like that. So I like those, but I can't really like think of somebody
Right.
particular, but I really do like the whole '90s style as a whole. Like I like that style. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I just do
Yeah,
me.
I definitely feel you that 90s because it was like back then everybody was expressing themselves. But you brought up
Mhm.
Little Kim. And I want to talk about that real quick, being that you're in the fashion industry. She doesn't get a lot of credit for some of the doors that she knocked down. So being like you said, okay, she was doing that back then. She was the first to do a lot of things. So like, how do you think she changed the game, Little Kim?
I think she changed the game because she didn't really care about what nobody think. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anything that you wear with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because that's speaking how you feel that day. You know, and the person that you are, like, it's just all about confidence. I feel like anybody can wear anything. Just have that confidence. You know, like you that one in the room. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And that's really how I am. Like, I'm gonna wear whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, however I feel, I'm gonna wear it. You know, it's all about confidence, really.
Oh, and that's the thing right there. So it's like, let me ask you, okay, growing up, you say you started at 3 years old, putting your own clothes together and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But let me ask you, around what age did you realize, like, yo, I got style? Like, did it hit you like, yo, I'm killing them?
It probably hit me probably like around like middle school. I'm gonna
Around
say
middle
that
school.
like around middle school because you know part of like like in elementary we had to wear like uniforms and stuff like that. But
Right.
with my uniform, I would have on the knee high socks and stuff.
Wow.
With the little cute shoes, I would dress it up and stuff like that. So in middle school, I was really able to express myself, and wear what I wanted to wear. So really, like around like sixth grade,
Around
it's
sixth
really
grade.
like when I knew like
Wow.
I got this fashion stuff. I got this.
Okay. Okay. So at sixth grade, our imaginations is running wild. So it's like, at that point, did you know this is something I want to do later on in life?
Yeah, it was always something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to model too, so that was a part of it. So I just knew this was what I was gonna do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So stuff like that.
Okay, so you watching like the America Top Model and the different shows like that, the Victoria's Secret shows. Back
Mhm.
then, it was real popular with the reality series and stuff like that. So I can imagine you being in the fashion industry. Did you used to already back then be looking at their clothes and be like, "Yo, I would do this my way"? Would you change it up? Like, did you get early inspiration from some of the runway shows and stuff like that?
Yeah, I did. A lot of it, especially America's Next Top Model. Like I've never missed a show. Like
Wow.
I would watch that faithfully, but make sure I'm at home to catch it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just love like when people like express themselves and have their own like different styles. You know what I'm saying? And um, like as of like right now, like Tiana Taylor, like
Wow.
I feel like she's just like a fashion icon. You know what I'm saying? She can switch it up, do whatever. I remember watching her on MTV Sweet 16.
Right.
I loved her swag back then. She always, just had a dope style. She's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, she definitely is. Her creative stylist, shout out to her because she definitely keep her together. You know what I'm saying? She's
And
always,
Rihanna.
and Rihanna as
Yeah.
well. Okay.
Hmm.
So so when we talk about, now you're naming the big dogs. All right. So let
Yeah.
me ask you, okay. So if you could style any celebrities, give me three celebrities that you would love to style.
Three celebrities I would love to style. Number one is definitely Rihanna. I would love to style her. Someone else would be I said Tiana Taylor too.
Right.
And if I really could, Cardi B.
Cardi B.
I like her style too. Cardi
Okay.
B style is he know what he doing.
Okay. So let me ask you, okay. So I'm interested, right? Because Cardi B, she has a risque style.
Hmm.
What how would you go in that coming up creating her look? Like, what's your process?
My process would be to see like when I style someone, I pretty much just like, you know, look at, what they have worn, because, a lot of people, some people like to cover up, some people like to show a lot of skin,
Right.
but, you know, I try to bring out that other side that people scared to bring out. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So with Cardi B, I would probably, I know she like to be sexy. She
Right.
like those sexy looks. and stuff like that. So I would start right there with her. You
Okay.
know, she like the sexy looks and things like that.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's
So
how I would start with Cardi B.
okay. And the thing is, even with Cardi B, she has kind of like a little Kim Swag style, like in a
Mm-hmm.
new with a new twist to it. So it's like all that same vein right there. Okay, so you got your style in the sixth grade. So
Mm-hmm.
now you're styling. Okay, like so let me ask, you say you played ball in high school or was that middle school?
I played middle school and I played AAU basketball,
And you play AAU. What position did you play?
shooting guard.
Shooting guard. What was
Mm-hmm.
your average? What was your average per game?
I don't know. I don't remember back then,
Back there, remember
but
back then.
I
I'm just
was good though. I was real good. Like even the AAU, like I had different colleges and stuff looking at me, but I got two girly girls. I kind of like grew out of that,
right.
but
Okay.
yeah.
And that's the thing, because I was about to say I never met anybody in the fashion industry that's in the NBA or nobody in the WNBA. So it's like, yo, that
Yeah,
you was doing
I
it
get it from
there.
my mom. My mom played basketball, so I get that part from her.
Okay. All right. And there's nothing wrong with that. Is the thing is balancing the two. So like you said,
Mm-hmm.
like on the court, you went to work. You come out, you
Mm-hmm.
got your dress on. So that's different. So like were
Yeah.
you popular in high school? Like what was high school like?
High school was fun for me. I was popular in high school. I was like that girl in high school that wore heels every day. I wore
Oh wow.
heels to school every day.
Right. Wow. Okay. So let me ask you, what's your favorite type of shoe?
My favorite type of shoe, really, I like a good platform.
Good
I like
platform.
platform shoes and a cute heel too. But my
Okay.
favorite is platform because with platform shoes, like you can wear anything. You could wear jeans, you could wear a skirt, you can wear a dress. Like you could really do anything with platform. So I
Okay.
really love a good platform shoe.
Okay. So let me ask you, okay, growing up in Charlotte, right? Born in
Mhm.
Dallas, then you moved to Dallas. What's the differences in the fashion industry out there compared to North Carolina?
Well, from what I've seen, in North Carolina, it's more. A lot of people like to be more chill. Chill but cute at the same time.
Yeah.
Most of the girls, they like to wear, sneakers, and stuff like that, which is cool because I like me a good pair of sneakers too. But when I came to Dallas, everybody was dressed up and stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's
Like
different.
everybody was dressed up. When I go out and stuff like that, like if I go to the club or something, the girls gonna have some heels on, like they gonna be dressed apart.
Right.
So they more like, they like to dress up down here in Dallas.
Okay. And that's real. It's like mostly in the bigger cities. It's definitely like
Hmm.
that. The bigger states you go to, the more it's more almost like a fashion show. It's like, yo, you gotta get
Hmm.
because you never know who you're gonna see. So all right,
Right.
let's how did you make that transition coming from Carolina to Dallas?
Um, it wasn't bad. It was an easy transition for me. At the time I was working at the post office, so I just had to just transfer down here.
Okay.
So I was doing that at first. I was working at the post office. I moved down here. Um, I started going out and stuff, going to the clubs and stuff so I can like network with people and things like that. But I feel like I always stand out anywhere that I go. Like somebody will walk up to me and be like, "Oh, I like your shoes. I like your outfit." You know what I'm saying? It's always, they like something that I have on. So that's really like one of the
Right.
reasons why I started my boutique too. You know.
Okay.
So
So let
yeah.
me let me ask you, did you start the boutique first or were you styling people first?
I was styling people first. I started off as styling. My very first fashion show that I did was 2000 and it was either 2011 or 2012, and it was
Wow.
in Charlotte.
Okay.
It was
All
in
right.
Charlotte. I had to do a fashion show, and I had to style, men and women.
You had to style men and women. So how was that challenging? All right, doing the women and the men. Was it a challenge for you or was it natural?
Um, it really was natural. Now I can't lie, I really was nervous because it was my first time, styling people, and what I had to do was it was different, like designers that was there, and they made their clothes, so I had to like match the clothes up with the models, what
Wow.
would look right on all the models. And it probably was like, I think they had like 15 to 20 models. It was
Wow.
like a real big fashion show, but I got it done. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty, everything just come natural. I was nervous, but when it comes to it, it's real easy for me.
Right.
Real
It's just
easy.
you hit the switch on it. So the thing is, all right. So you say you styling 20 people in a big fashion show in Charlotte. So your
Mm-hmm.
reputation had to already be out there. How did you wind up getting that? Because it's a lot of responsibility. You putting the models with all the clothes, the designers are trusting you.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get that position for that show?
Actually, the people that was over, they was following me on Instagram, and they had said that they liked the way that I dress, and my style,
Right.
and would I mind, styling some models for them.
Wow.
And that's how I got on with that one.
And that's dope right there. The thing is, yo, when you go through your Instagram, you definitely be putting some clothes together in different colors, but you
Mm-hmm.
have various styles. It's not like a one look. It's like, yo,
Right.
you kind of all over with it, but it ties together. Still, it's dope. So let me
Right.
ask you, okay, so now you do the first event. How did that feel? Growing up as a child, styling
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Now you just did a fashion show. What was going through your mind at that moment?
I was excited. Like, I felt like, it was like a dream come true. Like, that's something I always wanted to do. Like, it's crazy because, like, I know I can dress, but I really like working behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really
Right.
like dressing other people, and stuff like that. So, I was just so excited. It was like what I prayed for was coming to life.
Right. And that's the thing right there. And it's like, and if you stick with it, you work hard, and now you got it. So now it's like you got that one under your belt. What happened next?
So after that, I was just basically like styling, it always started with your friends. I was styling my friends and stuff like that. And I'm really shy. So once I got out my shyness and stuff like that,
Right.
I will post on social media like, if you want me to style you, I'll style you. And, people will hit me up to style them, especially for their birthdays, if
Right.
they going on a trip, and stuff like that. So
Wow.
that's how I got into like styling, other people. I just posted it one day because everybody would always say they love the way that I dress and
Right.
they love my style. So I posted it one day like, okay, I'm gonna start, really styling people for real, for real. And it went from there.
Wow. And that's the thing right there. So you just said a thing, right? You said you're shy. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you do the pictures, you putting the clothes together. When you step out, I see your pictures. So when
Mm-hmm.
you step out, you know you're right when you're stepping out the door. How
Mm-hmm.
did you, go from shy? Because like yo, almost is like fearless, is like strength. It's like some outfits, a lot of women may not have the confidence to wear some of the outfits. So how did you get past the shy and push through it in this industry?
um, Pretty much just gaining more confidence like within myself and what I wanted to wear, and stuff like that. So it always go back to that confidence.
Right.
So and I never really like had a problem like with what I wanted to wear. Like I would just always wear whatever I wanted to wear, and stuff like that. So before I leave the house, I take me some pictures and stuff and do
Right.
all of that, make sure everything all together,
Right.
and then I step out.
Okay, and that's the thing, yo. So, like I said, people would never know you shy based on the pictures. It's like, yo, okay, so you're a little bit shy. So now
Mhm.
people you put the post up, they start hitting you up, and they say, yo,
Mhm.
I want you to style me, like you said, birthdays, certain events. So, what was that like in the beginning for you?
Um, like another dream come true too. because it be like sometimes like you'll really be surprised at the people that's like really watching you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just a great experience. You know that I'm finally able to do like really what I want to do. You know, and stuff like that. And you know, it come with a lot of prayer and a lot of faith. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So yeah, it's
Okay.
always I love it.
All right. And like you said, yo, you said prayer and faith. It's like, so
Mhm.
with faith, that means even when you don't see it. So
Mhm.
let's talk about the early days. Everything is rolling. Did it continue to roll, or like what happened next along the way?
Well, it continued to roll, and then I got into a car accident. So I had gotten into a car accident like in 2012, and I had broke both of my ankles and I fractured my knee.
Wow.
And I basically was told, you know, I would never walk again. They wanted to cut one of my legs off, you know, and stuff like that. But that kind of stopped me from wearing at the time from wearing
Right.
like my high heels again. And
Right.
so I taught myself how to walk again. It took me like 6.5, 7 months to
Right.
get back to walking again. And I'm back in my heels. You know, that happened in 2012. You know, it was a process, you
Right.
know, and stuff like that. But I got back into it after that. Probably like after the accident, a year and a half later, you know, I was back at it.
Wow. Okay. You just said some
Hmm.
real. You said some real things right there. Right.
Hmm.
I'm sorry that you went through that. So
Hmm.
it's like you said, you got in an accident, right?
Right.
From the accident, everything could have stopped.
Hmm.
Life is short. In that moment, it's like boom. So now everything like you said earlier. It's like my dreams are coming true, right?
Right. Hmm.
This happens. Boom.
Right.
They say both ankles broke
Right.
and your knee.
Hmm.
To God be the glory that you still walking and they ain't have to cut anything and stuff like that. But the thing
Yeah.
is that I wanted to park right here real quick
Hmm.
is because we have plans, right? Yo,
Right.
tomorrow I'm gonna do this down the road. It's gonna happen. But from day to day, we really don't know. You got in your car, you thinking I'm gonna get to point B.
Right.
Accidents happen, right?
Hmm.
God was still with you,
He
right?
definitely was.
So now they say you're never gonna walk in. They're giving you all this negative, all these reasons
Mhm.
to give up.
Right.
You're never gonna be able to walk again. We're gonna have to cut your leg off. Some people will accept that.
Hmm.
And they say, well, my dream, it ain't gonna happen no more. It's over for me. You said a year and a half later,
Hmm.
you taught yourself to walk within 7 months, 8 months. A
Hmm.
year and a half later, you was
Yeah.
back in your heels.
Right.
That's determination.
Hmm.
Let's talk about, because I know that wasn't an easy process because it's
Hmm.
like you had to push through it and it's painful.
Right.
So let's talk about, for the people that's watching, they say they want things, but it's like adversity comes and it shows you how bad you really want it. It's like, are you
Mhm.
gonna stop? Are you gonna push through it? In your situation, most people would have gave up.
Right.
They wouldn't have kept doing it. A year and a half later, they told you wouldn't.
Hmm.
A year and a half later, God restored you.
That's
What's
right.
going through your mind?
Um, you know, at the time, because you know, I have a real, real good testimony. So I had been through some things before that.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't know, but at one point in time, I was 13. I lost my hearing and I lost my eyesight at the same time. And so I had to go through that like as a teenager. So really in my left ear, I got like 30% of hearing in that ear. But when I got into my accident, I feel like everybody has a purpose and they
Right.
have a testimony. And in my situation, I feel like sometimes, you know, you go through things to show other people that God is real. You
Right.
know, sometimes He will use you as a vessel just to show people, like, you know, I'm real. Like, you can do this. Look, I have faith tatted on my hand because I live by that every day.
Right.
I couldn't give up. I had my daughter, and I had to keep pushing. And it's just like, I'm not with the devil defeating me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep it pushing. I gotta keep going. And I just kept praying like every day, every day. And I remember I had like 6 surgeries on my ankle. And I remember my last surgery that I was about to have to do. They wanted to take like some bones and fat and stuff out of my thigh and like put it into my ankle because it had showed like my bone had like broke in my ankle. So that day, I had went to the hospital for surgery and everything.
Right.
And this how I know God is real, because before, like a couple of days before my X-ray, you could see like my bone was broke, and we know bones don't grow back.
Right.
Once they're broke, they're broke.
Right.
So when I went in for my surgery, like a week later, they couldn't even do it because they was confused. The bone was there.
Wow.
It was there. So they was like, we can't even do the surgery. Like, they was so confused, like, just telling my mom, like, we don't know what happened, And I'm like, I know what happened. It was God, because, I wasn't
Right.
going to give up, So it was hard, because when it happened, I had to stay in the hospital for 3 months until I was discharged or whatever. And I couldn't do nothing on my own when I first got out. Like, literally nothing. I couldn't even use the bathroom on my own. You know what I'm saying? Because I had rods in both of my legs, and my knee was wrapped up. And so,
Right.
I couldn't do nothing. But besides God, my motivation was my daughter. And so I couldn't stop. I had to keep going. I had to keep going.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So now I never knew none of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We live. I never knew none of this.
Right.
I knew it was the reason why I wanted you on the platform. But I didn't know this was the reason. But okay.
Yeah.
You're taking me fast. You're going too fast. Right.
Okay.
You lost your hearing.
Mm-hmm.
You lost your sight.
Right.
You're a stylist.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have your eyes to put the colors to do what you do. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You overcome that. God brings you through that. And you said not separately. You lost both at the same time.
Right.
Had to go through that therapy. Get through that process.
Mm-hmm.
Doors start opening. Direct.
Right.
You're saying, okay, you know that God is with you. We know that God is with you.
Mm-hmm.
When you told me earlier, you have a testimony.
Yeah.
It's like, I kind of already knew, just by spirit, bare spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of already knew, not your story.
Yeah.
But you had something to say, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I'm hearing is, the devil's been trying to take you out.
Right.
From the beginning. It's like, I'm going to take her eyes. That didn't work. I'm going to take her hearing in her eyes. That didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to throw the death angel through an accident at you.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're going through, you said, for 3 months, you're in the hospital.
Right.
You get out, you're doing your therapy, rehab. They see something. So we got to go back in for a surgery. 3. How many you said on your knee? 3?
Well, on my ankle, I had 6. I had 6 different surgeries. I had to have 6. Yeah. So yeah, I had like 5 when I was in the hospital, and then I had another one like when I got out. But the 7th one they didn't do because the bone was there.
Wow.
So.
And that's the power of prayer right there. So at that moment, you said the doctor's confused. They scratching their head. What happened? You saying, I know what happened. So you're
Mhm.
giving God the glory, right?
Right.
So it's like,
Mhm.
these are my prayers. So it's like, he promised you. Can't nobody take it.
Right.
They may delay it, but they can't take it. All right. So you push through, right? Now you're
Mhm.
back. You're getting back healthy.
Mhm.
What happened next after that process? Because I'm sure that was you, like you said, you was focused, you was determined.
Mhm.
And while doing all this, you're a
Mhm.
mom.
Yeah. So after that, that happened around 2012, and then in 2014, my daughter passed away. She was 5, and so I had to deal with that too. And forgive me if I cry a little bit, but
No, no, you
you
no,
know,
you no, you that's real right there. Yeah,
yeah. So I had to deal with that too because it was unexpected.
right.
You know, I was at work and I got a call from her dad, like to get to the hospital, and stuff like that. So
Right.
I had to deal with that because my daughter, she pretty much was like, my mini model too.
Right.
Because actually, my daughter name is Ryan, so that's why I named my boutique Ryan's House of Fashion.
Right.
So that was like, my mini model, my mini me, and stuff like that. So I would dress her up, take pictures of her and things like that. Like she had a purse rack and everything, designer purses, all that, a closet full of clothes, all of that, So I had to go through that too in 2014.
So okay. Okay. So you talking really real.
Mhm.
So this is 2012 you recover.
Mhm.
So a year and a half, 2 years later, now this happens.
Right. And I'm going to tell the truth now. When my daughter passed, like I didn't really think I could live no more.
Right.
Because it's kind of like, why is all this stuff happening to me? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And why is all this stuff, going on, and stuff like that. But I felt like God needed her more. I had to, I really had to, that's when I really, really had to pray hard.
Right.
I really, really had to pray hard, like really down on my knees, to give me peace and continue to direct me in life because I know she still watch me. I call her Ladybug. So I'm always seeing ladybugs, and stuff like that. So I
Right.
know she with me. So I have to keep going because I still want to make her proud, you know.
Right.
So
And why
yeah,
definitely
so it was really, 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 really hard. Really, really hard. And it's something that, I still deal with to this day. It happened in 2014, but the pain would never go away. So you could just say, I learned to live with the pain, pretty much, you know, what I had to do. But
right.
it's still a challenge.
Right.
Every day I have my moments, and stuff like that, especially like Mother's Day and her birthday. Her birthday is like 2 days after Christmas, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So all of that, but like I said, I still want to make her proud because I
Right.
know like that's like my angel just right here all the time. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Like she guiding me, she helping me, and I can't give up. Like I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep her name alive until we meet again.
And that's real right there. And I definitely send condolences to you on that. Because like you
Hmm.
said, a lot of times in those situations, the parent don't recover sometimes. It's
Hmm.
like they kind of check out. Like, they're
Right.
there, but they're not there because like I've never been through that. I've
Hmm.
lost loved ones, but never is not the same. I wouldn't
It's
even
not
try
the
to
same at
I
all.
would right, I would
Yeah.
dare not to say, well, I lost and try to compare that to the other.
Hmm.
But for somebody that may be watching the show, right?
Hmm.
They may have lost a child. They're stuck in a dark place right now.
Hmm.
What advice? would you give to that person watching the show?
The advice that I would give is number one is to pray. You have to pray, and pray because you don't want to lose your mind. You know what I'm saying? And if you lost a child, keep your child name alive. You know, be positive. You know, put out what you want to, get back. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like a day by day process. You know what I'm saying? So, I would tell someone you have to keep pushing because I'm a firm believer in, God don't put you through nothing like you can't handle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, in a situation where, you know, you have to bury a child and stuff like that, I feel like, God give, special children to special people. So you just have to push through and just pray, and pray, and pray. That's how I get through. Like I have to pray, and do a whole lot of praying. Get down on my knees and pray, because it's hard. It's really, really hard. And my daughter, she was so young. She was 5 when she passed. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like really hard. But, and I would tell them, like, a lot of times don't be mad at God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a natural, feeling to, like, God, why me, and stuff like that. But don't be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made, this testimony for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you walk in that, you keep your head held high, and you remember who you belong to and who you are.
Wow.
Because, that's how you gonna get through, and that's how you gonna make it.
Right.
And it's okay to cry. Can't nobody tell you, how to grieve and what to do. Sometimes, I gotta run outside and scream or something. Everything is okay. I
Right.
always tell people, like, you can't tell nobody how to grieve. You know what I'm saying? So keep positive people around you, people that's gonna, your shoulder to cry on, people that's gonna, motivate you to keep going. Because in my situation,
Right.
when my daughter died, it was a lot of people there. It was a lot of people. But when I started to get better, some of those people, drifted off, and I don't know, what I'm saying? Because sometimes, people like to see you when you're in pain. You know what I'm saying? And when you're going through and stuff like that, and then when you start to get yourself back together, and things like that, sometimes people be confused and they don't understand because they're like, how is she able to do this? How is she able to continue? And we're all coming, we're from the same place, and all of that. How is she doing that? But it's nobody but God.
Nobody but God.
Nobody but God.
And that's the thing. When you don't have that relationship and that connection, it doesn't make sense. So it's almost like where it's like, okay, life should have took this person out, but God blocked it.
Right.
Bring them through, right? So it's like you said, people that are there when you're going through it, right? Some there genuinely, we want to see you win.
Right.
Other people are there to give a report. Well, how much damage was done?
Right.
Well, she's still living. We didn't get her, but she's at the break. And it's like, it's those situations, right? Where it's like, as God begin to bring you up, you begin to see it for what it is. And sometimes it don't even have to be an altercation. Sometimes he'll just put space, and then just begin drifting away. So it's like, all right, in that process, right? You're seeing, as I'm getting better, where everybody going. Everybody that was we with you. We got your back. It's almost like something breaks the news. Everybody's excited. Everybody's talking about it.
Right.
3 months later, 4 months later, it's back to normal. So it's like for the people that may be going through, because like, yo, you got strength. God gave you a testimony strength, because looking at you, you don't look like you're mourning. You don't look like you've been through what you've been through. You don't look like you lost your hearing. You don't look like you lost your sight. You don't look like you had 7. They tried to give you 7 surgeries.
Right.
You don't look like your scars. So God gave you the testimony. So for the person that may be in a storm, right? It just seems like it won't let up. It's like, I'm holding on, but sometimes you hold and you're trying to have faith, and it's just one problem after another. How do you stick and stay in the hard times?
Well, in situations like that, like I said, you have to pray, but you really have to have like a good support team too. Like people around you that's going uplift you when you sad and stuff like that, and when you down, just gonna tell you, sometimes you want to hear, it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to hear, even after everything you've been through, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's always have to be like that support system. And a lot of times, like for me, the fashion and all of that, that's part of like to release, my stress and everything, and stuff like that. And if you need somebody to talk to, it's okay to go see a therapist and things like that. A lot of times people
Right.
be like, I don't want to go talk to no therapist, and stuff like that. And I feel like it's really, really important, especially in the Black community. Like, it is okay to
Right.
talk to a therapist. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through something, it's okay. Because sometimes you need to talk to somebody that don't really know you. You know what I mean? Like
Wow, you're
sometimes you're
dropping it.
not comfortable enough of speaking to people that sometimes, so it's okay, to go and talk to someone, and things like that. And I'm just really thankful, I have a good support system that keep me going and stuff like that.
And that's the thing, like you said, sometimes you got to talk to people. In the
Hmm.
Black community, we told that ain't their business.
Right.
We ain't telling them that. They ain't in our circle. We not sharing that. But it keeps us in pain. And like you said, one thing I like to say on the show, and I say it all the time,
Mhm.
everybody Black has suffered some kind of traumas. You're
Right.
dealing with something. Just being Black, just turning on the TV, you're dealing
Hmm.
with traumas. But then when you walk out the door, life happens. So you're dealing with more trauma. So you said a real thing.
Hmm.
Go talk to somebody, because sometimes the people around you, they're going to tell you what they think you want to hear.
Right.
Sometimes they're going to tell you, I don't want to hurt your feelings. So I'm going to give you the curved answer. I'm not going to give you the straight honesty. And then sometimes people just listening because they nosy and want to tell you
Hmm.
business.
Right.
But we live in a world, social media, right? In our community, we won't go talk to the stranger. We won't go talk to the person that went to school. We won't talk to the therapist, right?
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure you see it all the time. But we'll go to social media
Hmm.
and we'll put it up there. This is what I'm going through.
Right.
Like people start commenting. Now it's a fight. Stay out of my business. Don't you tell me nothing.
Hmm.
What is that mindset with our people where it's like, yo, you know how crazy that sounds? It's like I won't go talk to the therapist
Hmm.
because I don't know them, but I'll put it on social media for all my followers to see. I don't know half of them,
Hmm.
and they can't help me.
No, like I really don't believe in like putting like your deep stuff on social media, because some people like to see that. You know what I mean? Like some people, they want to see you down. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you going through, and stuff like that. But for some people who do it, I don't never like, talk about people that do that, because a lot of times it is a cry like for help. Sometimes people just won't help. They don't have nobody to talk to. So they do go to social media, and things like that, because you just never know. Like I have a lot of people that inbox me a lot, like if they're going through something, and stuff like that. And I really feel like my purpose here is to motivate people, to let them know that regardless of what you go through, like you still can live. You still can live. Like you have to stay strong, you know. Sometimes the strong do get weak, but it's only for a moment. You gotta get that out. You gotta cry, you gotta do things like that. But you have to stay strong. You really, really do, because and then sometimes you never know who looking at you that probably been through the same thing and didn't know what to do. So I try to me personally, you know, I try to stay positive and motivate people. Use my story to let them know, like, you still can push through. You still can do this. Like,
and that's the thing. That's
it's
the
real
thing. Like,
life.
it's definitely real life. See, that's the thing. And even with the questions, well, I'm saying give them advice, because you're right. You do have a motivational spirit. Not a speaker, is a motivation spirit, where it's like to uplift, give strength to other people. So it's like in that, right? So when I say, yo, would you give them advice? Because the strength in you in situations where some people that threw their hands up, right? So you said people hitting you in the inbox, they see it. I'm going through things. How important is it if somebody's going through to tell somebody, to let somebody know? Because a lot of times people suffer silently. How important is it sharing with somebody what you're going through?
It's very important, because you don't want to hold everything in, and then when you hold everything in, you'll explode. And then sometimes you'll explode on the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to talk about it. I tell people that all the time. I'm constantly like checking on my friends. You okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to talk about it, and stuff like that. Like, you have to talk about it, because it's not healthy holding thing in. Because in the beginning, when my daughter died, like, I was so angry and I was holding it in and stuff, but physically it was making me sick. Like my body and stuff like that. Like, like your mental had to be together, because people don't realize, like, when your mental not together, the brain control everything. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have that together so you can stay positive and keep going, and things like that. So I would encourage people, if you are going through something, talk to somebody. Don't hold it in at all, because it can make it worse. It can really, really make it worse. And, you know, we don't want that, because, I can be real on here and stuff like that. Like, one point, I really didn't even want to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter, what I'm going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, she gone, what I'm going to do? But one thing my pastor had told me was continue to live. Like, I have to live, because I have to continue, like, to make her proud. And God put me through this for something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going through this for nothing. You know what I mean? So, I would encourage people, please talk to somebody. Even if it's like a friend, a parent, a pastor, even if you have to go see a therapist, talk to somebody. So you won't hold all that in. You hold it in, it turns into anger, bitterness, all types of stuff, but it's part of the process. I can't lie. I went through all them processes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, at one point in time, I'm like, this not fair. Everybody else has their kids, you'll right. go through stuff like that. But, I had to, this my story. I had to realize, whatever you go through is your story. It's nobody else's, it's yours. So you walk in your purpose and you pray. And I promise you, like, everything is going to be okay. Everything is, you're going to be good. Like, one of my main goals is to get a group of girls together that have lost their children. And, we go on a trip or something, stuff right. like that. Because I do have people that I know that have lost children at a young age too. And I really want to help those ladies, and stuff like that. So that's something I want to do too.
Okay. So that's definitely needed right there because like you said, when you're going through that situation, you don't want to feel like the only one. All right. So I don't want to keep it heavy, right? Because we're heavy out here, but life is real. I don't know how we wound up here, but God makes no mistakes. We're here. Life is real. You know what I'm saying? So with everything going on in the world in the last 2 years, pandemic, police brutality, all types of stuff, people getting desperate, people getting low in their morale is like it was too much. It's right. too much. For your people out here that's watching the show, what do you got to say to the women? And what do you got to say to the men right now?
What I would say to everyone is, I know I keep saying, but you have to pray. You have to pray, and sometimes, you have to meditate too, and, stay positive, and, if you have to read your Bible, and things like that. Sometimes I write down how I feel. Sometimes you have to write down, your emotions and how you're feeling and stuff so you can get through it. And always remember, like, you're not the only person going through. Like, we're all going through something. But don't never give up. Don't never ever give up because, God chose you to go through that. So he knew you could go through it. Right. So you have to definitely like keep on pushing, and sometimes find you a hobby or something. For me, when I feel down and stuff like that, I go and make me a makeup appointment, get myself dolled up and stuff, just to, gain that confidence back. Because today, I'm probably thinking about my daughter, I'm down, and stuff like that. So do some things, that make you happy, and things like that. But you always have to keep pushing. And, what's a testimony without the test? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole point of going through the test, so you can have your testimony. And, I've been through a lot, but I feel like, like I say, God put me through those things so I can tell other people. I feel like my stories are for other people. Sometimes I feel like it's really not even, it's me, it's not for me. Sometimes I really feel like that. Like, it's not for me. It's for other people. So them to see, like, she been through all of that, but she's still going. She's still pushing, So that's how I get through it.
Right. And that's the thing. So let me ask you, okay, so do you feel most comfortable like talking to a group or one-on-one settings? Like when you talking to people about these type of things, like if you're giving that advice.
More so probably like a one-on-one, because I said in the beginning, I'm kind of shy, but I'm opening up more. Like I want to, talk to a group of people. I wouldn't, I would talk to a group of people.
You got a lot of support in the comments. They definitely love you, and they definitely saying, "Yo, we proud of you," and all of that. So,
Yeah.
you probably see it on the back when you go back and look
Mhm.
at it. They definitely showing you love. So, okay, right. We talking about testimony. We talking about purpose, right?
Mhm.
So now it's like you come through it, right? God brings you through it. You say, her name is gonna live,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Walk me through what happened next.
Well, so I said I had moved here. So back in 2015, I moved to Dallas, and one of the main reasons that I did move was because after what happened with my daughter, I just felt like I just needed a whole new scenery, so I just needed to
Fresh
start
start.
all the way over.
Right.
Pretty much. And so, like I said, I was working at the post office. I transferred and I came here, and probably within a year and a half being here, someone hit me up to do a fashion show
Wow.
down here. And
Right.
they hit me up on Instagram. That's why I love Instagram.
Wow.
They hit me up on Instagram, and they was like, I like your style and stuff like that. And it was actually a different type of fashion show that I hadn't really done. It was like a vintage fashion show, and I
Wow.
had to do it all within 3 days.
Wow.
And it was 10 models within 3 days.
Wow. So did the
So
designers create the clothes? Did the designers create the clothes?
well, actually they didn't make the clothes, but they had like got some clothes and stuff from somewhere, and I had to put them together for the models. And then what was crazy was like some of the models didn't show up for the fitting, so I had to like dress them based off of like pictures that they gave me, and stuff like that. So
Right.
but it was fun. I did that one. That was my first fashion show I did here in Dallas.
Okay. So let me ask you, where was it at, and how many people was there?
It was in this area called Deep Ellum
Deep
in
Ellum.
Dallas, and people had to buy like tickets for it and stuff. So it was a good amount of people, a good group of people
Right.
that was there, and it turned out really good. It was real, real, really good. I was real like proud of myself to do that in 3 days. Like it was dope. It was
That's
dope.
salute on that. So okay, that was kind of like your reintroduction to Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now I'm pretty sure the phone started ringing right there. Now, before you say that, you said IG. Salute the IG. Because I
Mhm.
want to say that. I want to throw this out there. Your
Mhm.
IG is together. Your IG, your brand. You got 2 pages.
Yeah.
Both of them together. I
Thank
seen the page.
you.
I hit you up. Say, yo, you come up here. So salute to your IG. But
Thank
okay,
you.
after that, did people start hitting you up now after the fashion show?
Yeah. People was hitting me up. Mostly like a lot of people like to hit me up for their birthday,
Right.
and stuff like that, because on my birthdays I be over the top. Like like I'm over the top when it comes to my birthday. So a lot of people was hitting me up back home in Charlotte too.
Wow.
Here, Charlotte, and stuff like that. And I had did that. And then, I was still styling people and stuff like that. And then at the same time I was working at the post office. So then I'm like, I want to sell clothes. Cause like people like my style. So I'm like, you know, I can bring all my visions to life in my boutique, and stuff like that. So I stepped out on faith and I quit the post office.
Not the post office, not with the benefits and everything. You didn't quit that job. No, you didn't.
I quit the post office probably like in what was it? This 2021. I quit the post office like 2019. Yeah.
Okay. You
Like
said okay.
November 2019.
You said a thing. I stepped out on faith.
Mhm.
You walking on water. You're walking on water. So, because, all right, worldwide, it's a federal job. Benefits, they're good to go at the post office, correct?
Yeah,
Make pretty good money.
you do.
You said, this ain't what God has for me. You
Mm-mm.
stepped out on faith, right?
Right.
And it's been going, you said, since 2019 to
Mm-hmm.
2000, right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening. So, okay. So now you said you're transitioning into putting your style in the boutique. So
Mm-hmm.
were you actually creating the clothes or were you linking up with designers?
Well, what I did, as far as starting the boutique, I can't lie. When I first started, I did not know what I was doing,
Right.
but I follow a lot of people on Instagram, so I had to like, you know, buy like people webinars and stuff. Like I had to learn about marketing, promoting, um, vendors, all those type of things. Like I tell people all the time because you have to like invest a lot of money to get it back.
Right.
So I invested a lot of money, watching people webinars and stuff like that. Researching like different vendors, buying vendor lists from people. Them vendor lists be like $150, but
Right.
it
Right.
be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're gonna get like everything that you need. And with the post office, it was like I feel like my time was up there,
Right.
and I really wanted to like really do what I wanted to do, and I wanted to have my freedom because
Right.
working at the post office, I was working 6 days, 12 hours a day. So I really didn't have no life. Like when I first moved here, like I can only go out like one day out the week. And that's like not even a club, like go
Right.
out to eat. Like my schedule was 2:30 to 11. So I ain't had
2:30
no life. You know
in the
what I'm saying?
afternoon.
So
2:30 in the afternoon to 11 at night.
yeah.
Okay, so you was taught too.
Yeah.
Okay, so the funny thing about it, right? I was gonna leave it alone when you said that, and I said, "Yo, the post office they make good
Yeah.
money, and the benefits." Both of my parents retired from the post office, so my whole life they both worked at the post office. My dad did 2 or 3, so he worked overnight, and my
Yeah.
mom worked 12. I think hers was like 12 to 10,
Mm.
something like that. So okay, so you said, "Yo, I'm done. Y'all taking too much of my life." A
Mhm.
lot of times people work, they spend their whole life building
Mhm.
somebody else's dream, right?
Right.
So you're working 6 days a week. You got one day for yourself.
Mhm.
You got drives. You got dreams of your own. I got my boutique. I got my fashion.
Yeah.
So you say, yo, instead of building your dream, I'm going to build mine.
Right.
So when you first told your close circle,
Mhm.
I'm quitting the post office,
Mhm.
what was their response?
Um. Well, a lot of people, they weren't really surprised or nothing because they knew I was out of their job,
Right.
and it was just the fact of you do make good money at the post office, all the benefits and everything, but I didn't have no life. You know what I'm saying? And I really wasn't happy. I felt
Right.
like, I was just working there, just to pay my bills, to do all of that. But
Right.
I wanted to do something that I like doing and have my freedom at the same time.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I told everyone close to me and they backed me up 100%.
And that's
You
that's
know.
that's the thing. So
So
you had the right people around
yeah, I had the right people around, and that's why I said that once I quit the post office, that was it. I was never working for anyone else ever again in my life. And so I just stepped out on faith, and that's what I've been doing.
you helping somebody watching the show. Somebody
Yeah.
watching the show needed to hear that because it's like
Mhm.
they got the ideas, they got the dreams, but they're like, I don't want to lose my job. I gotta make it happen. A lot of times we put our faith in the job,
Right.
The faith is in the source. It was just God, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
So you said, you know what? I'm not running the rat race. Millions of people live their whole life. They just go to work, come home, pay their bills, and they feel like it just becomes routine. They feel like they didn't optimize they didn't use all their purpose.
Right.
You said I'm not going for that. Plus, I want my freedom.
Right.
Not only did you say I'm done working for anybody, I'm never working for anybody again. So now you took ownership, and now you step out there, right? 2 years later,
yeah,
you still ain't working for nobody.
Still ain't working for nobody.
How does that feel? You know, the glory goes to God, but how does that feel? Trusting your spirit in that moment.
It really feel amazing because I really was going like back and forth with it for like a long time, probably like 2 months before I actually even left. Wow. You know, so it really felt amazing because like I really felt like, you know, this is what I want to do and I'm gonna do it. And I don't have no choice but to work. You know what I'm saying? So it don't have no choice but to work. And I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make my own schedule, you know. I pretty much, you know, I'm just shipping orders in the mornings, you know, and stuff like that. So I enjoy a lot. Because it's really like what I want to do. And I feel like my boutique, you know, kind of stand out from the rest because it's really like my own visions and, you know, what I like to wear. You know, like with my store, I'm not really a fan of getting what everybody else, you know, have because I created my store for my own visions to come to life.
Right.
So I love doing it. It's so fun. Like I be up like late at night, you know, looking up outfits and stuff like that. Like I love doing it.
Wow.
I love it.
Okay, so let me ask you, if you had to pick, which theme do you like the most? Is it like the elegant? Is it like the nightlife? Is it like the casual business wear? Which one do you enjoy the most?
Nightlife. I love like them nightlife outfits gonna hit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I love them, but I try to do a mixture of them all. You know, so for different people, but you know, I love the nightlife.
Okay, nothing wrong with that. So we was talking earlier, birthday, over the top. You're over the top on your birthdays. So let's give me 2 years, your favorite, where you killed them the most. Like I know I'm killing them. It's my birthday, and I can do what I want to.
It probably was the last two. Like this past one, I had stamped out the box.
Okay.
And I had I did color hair. I normally like just keep my hair black, but I did actually gray hair, and I wore a dress like from my store, you know, and stuff like that. And the year before that, I had like a whole weekend plan here, and I had like 3 different birthday outfits.
Wow. Okay.
I had 3 different ones, and it was real dope. I'm real over the top. Like for my birthday, depending on where I'm at, where I'm going, I probably have like 3-4 different outfits set up. Wow. Look at my friends talking about last year for sure.
Right. That's the thing though. They've been in there representing the whole time. The gold birthday dress.
Yep. That was the one, this past one, the gold dress.
So they definitely standing up. They're definitely standing up for you. So all right. So are you the type that's partying all weekend for your birthday? Or are you doing it for the whole month?
I'm doing it the whole the whole weekend. You know, if I'm going out of town or not. But normally is Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow. Okay. So all right. So now, right, you're the business owner. You got a boutique. So I know when you step out now, you're killing it.
Yes, and I'm gonna represent my brand. Like right now, this is just a mixture of, some pieces. Excuse me, from my store I put together. So,
Wow. And
you
it's
know.
everything. Can you show them real quick?
Oh yeah, everything I have. Oh, can I see? It's just some leggings, and a cute top, and
Okay.
stuff like that.
All right.
I
So
just
let me.
mix match some pieces and put them together.
All right. So now here's the real fashion question, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the real one. You ready for this one? This is the real one. This is the $1 million question right here.
Okay.
All right. So you got the outfit. You
Mm-hmm.
representing, right? You just stood up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you got the shoes killing them, or do you got the furry slides on? You at home? You're not out. What you got on your feet right now? What you doing?
I don't have nothing on my feet right now.
So they just
But
rolling.
but if I was going somewhere
Right.
with this outfit, I'd probably put it on a cute little heel or something. With
Okay.
all the colors and stuff, I probably put on like a pink heel. Just
Right.
because my pants are purple, so I can bring out the pink in my top, and stuff like that.
Right. Now I was just teasing. I don't think you'd be home in hills just sitting around
Yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying? But I was just joking. Okay,
Yeah.
but yo, so all right, now that you have the brand, so people looking, they're noticing you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're building your boutique up. How was that process? Was it easy transitioning into that, or did you have some adversities you had to face?
Well, it wasn't easy, because in the beginning, like all of it was new to me as far as like, with the vendors and stuff like that.
Right.
And a lot of times, sometimes the vendors really don't have what I'm looking for. It can be like, frustrating sometimes, but excuse me, the more, you research, the more you find.
Right.
Still to this day, I'm finding vendors. I never stop looking for vendors, and stuff like that. So, and then, some days you probably won't get no sales, one
Right.
day or something. And I don't ever like let it discourage me or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people like, in order to be successful, you can't be afraid to take a loss.
That's a
Like
fact
you
right there.
can't. Like you have to. It's gonna happen. It's a part of the game. So you have to like, keep going. And I'm real big on like marketing and promotion. Like you have to like post your stuff all the time,
Right.
no matter how many times, because somebody probably missed it. I done had situations like I probably posted an outfit and I probably got like one or two sales or something.
Right.
But I posted it again and people be like, I ain't seen this, and then I sell out. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So you can't like, you have to like keep posting, keep promoting your work.
Right.
You know.
And that's the thing. Sometimes people do a one and done. They put it up there. They seen it. They watching my page. They didn't see it. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, so you're being consistent. You said two key words: promotion and marketing. How
Mm-hmm.
did you brand yourself, and how did you get into the promotion and marketing? I know you say you did a couple webinars and stuff like that,
Yeah.
invested to learn, but how did you apply that to build your brand?
Well, I applied it because everyone was already looking at me because they love my style,
Right.
and stuff like that. So, I'm a firm believer. Like I model my own clothes. I don't use people pictures or none of that. Like I model my own clothes because a lot of people really want to know what it looked like on a real body. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like they want to see the real thing, you know,
Right.
and stuff like that. So that's how, like, as far as marketing, and I feel like it's a plus for me because I actually model my own clothes,
Right.
and stuff like that. And I had to learn the system, learn IG a little bit,
Right.
all that type of stuff.
So
And it just went from there, you know.
right. So let me ask you. So is the system with IG? I'm gonna play like I don't understand.
hmm
Is the system with IG?
It's a system. Like when you have a business, like you should have a target market,
Right.
who you want to reach, and who you want to buy your stuff.
Right.
So you can run promotions and stuff like that, and be real good with hashtags because a lot of people, even myself, when I'm looking for stuff, I use hashtags,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So that's one of the secrets.
All right. Don't
Make
tell them all.
sure
Of them.
you're
Don't tell
real
them all.
good
Of them.
with your hashtags because believe it or not, a lot of people go on Instagram using hashtags to look for something. Like
Wow.
if I want a braider or something, I'm gonna look up Dallas braider, hairstylist, or something like
Wow.
that in the hashtags.
Right.
So that's a good one for y'all on here. If you have a business,
Right.
make
Work
sure your
behind.
hashtags is on point. And that's how I get a lot of out of state people too.
Wow. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about your page, yo. It's official. Cause I'm snooping around because I'm like, I gotta ask questions. I gotta look around and see. Let me
Yeah.
check it. I'm kind of like the closing inspector over here.
hmm
One thing that's dope that I love about the way you market yourself, right?
hmm
People post a post and they have the tags, right? So this is that person. With your thing, I noticed, right?
hmm
The clothes you're wearing, right?
hmm
When you click the thing, it
hmm
takes you to your store.
Right.
I love that. That is genius. That's
Thank you.
genius. That's
I feel
genius.
like it make it easier for people.
Right.
Like I like for everything to be on point. Like I'm a Libra, so you can say like I'm a perfectionist.
You're Libra?
It have to, yeah.
What day, Libra?
October the 6th.
You 3 days before me.
Okay, Libra
Libra
gang.
gang. Yeah. That's crazy. Fashion week.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely creative. So all right, I'm sorry. Back to you.
yeah. But yeah, that's how it is. Like you have to do that.
Wow. So okay. And like I said, you got it linked on both of them, right? You got your
Yep.
regular page and you got the business page. How long did it take you to get your marketing up? Because it's like a lot of people, they say they're branding, they're just posting pictures, but they don't have it linked. You got it linked to your website, you got it linked to
hmm
the store, all this stuff. So it's like you got your paperwork, everything together, you're doing it the right way. What are
hmm
some mistakes people make when they say I'm branding? What are some branding mistakes people make?
Um, one of the main ones that me personally, as a boutique owner, like, do not be posting other people's pictures. Like, do not post the pictures like you find, on your vendors and stuff like that.
Right.
Because I feel like you give off lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you really have to put in that work and that love, into your business.
Right.
So that's one of the main mistakes. And I've heard that from customers. A lot of people be like, I want to see what it looked like, on a real person,
Right.
and things like that. And that's one of the main ones that a lot of people do. And I be encouraging people like, if you have a boutique, if you don't want to model your clothes, hire a model.
Right.
Like I had plus size, so I hired a model. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So you have to do that. Like it's a lot of investing, but as long as you stay consistent and keep going, you're gonna get all that back plus more,
Right.
and stuff like that. So that's one of the ones. Not being consistent, and stuff like that. Like, I'm never not tired of posting my stuff. So I post on Snap, I post on Instagram, I post on Facebook, When I do be on TikTok, I'll post on TikTok. Like, I post everywhere.
Wow.
You know, stuff like that. I even post in the Facebook groups.
Right.
In the groups, you know, and that's another key too. Like, on Facebook, they have a whole bunch of different type of groups. So that's how I get my out of town people. I join the Atlanta group. I join the Florida group. And, you know, promote my stuff in there. Because I don't want to be just local. Like, I want to be worldwide. I want everybody to know Ryan's House of Fashion.
And that's the thing. It's definitely you're doing that. Like you said, it's a thing. Don't use the mock-up model pictures. Don't use the vendor pictures. So it's like it's different because, like, even with you, if your pictures look professional, so it's like, yo, how you got somebody doing the pictures for you? Are you hiring a photographer? Because like when you look at them, it looks almost like a magazine. Like you're scrolling through.
Yeah, I had someone to do my pictures and stuff like that. My girlfriend take my pictures.
Okay, so
I already have that, and so I set up my room myself. I decorated everything myself, and I have my ring light and my different lights. And actually, I really be taking my pictures on my phone. I take them on my phone, and I don't ever edit my pictures, but I might lighten them up so they can get, like, you know, a better view of the outfit. But that's all I do. I just take them on my phone, and that's it.
And you editing them. I mean, you're not editing them, lighten them up, get it right.
Yeah, I light them up like if it's too dark, but I don't edit nothing.
Right, and that's the thing right there. Like you said, that's why I had to stand up. So the proof is there. Like you're not doing this. Not a catfish.
Yeah,
it's the real deal. So the thing is, okay. So now you're doing that. You're marketing yourself. You're branding. You're building your catalog. Right.
Mm-hmm.
What things have you learned along the way being in the fashion industry?
One of the main things is like stay in your own lane. You know, you have to stay in your own lane. Don't look at what everybody else doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay, like, to, you know, have a little bit of like motivation from some people, but you have to create your own lane, your own style, you know, things that you want to sell to make you stand out from the rest, you know, things like that. And I learned sometimes people want to use influencers. I've used a few influencers, but by using them, I don't want to use them no more because, you know, it's really not guaranteed with the influencers. Like, I use one that she really did work for me, and that's the only one. Like, if I ever want to use one again, I'll use her. But it's really tricky because a lot of them, like, you can write them and stuff, send them something, they'll wear it, not tag you. I've had that happen to me before. Wow. They'll wear it, not tag you, but I'll write them like this. I sent you that. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with that. You know.
Okay.
When it comes to influencers, you know, I'm gonna keep it real. You know, you have to deal with that.
Right.
If you want to use an influencer.
All right. So now you just said a thing, right? So okay, they're an influencer. Mm-hmm. I'm going to wear your clothes. Mm-hmm. You send me the clothes. Mm-hmm. I don't tag you. I don't put the business up there. Mm-hmm. What's going through? All right, I know you're a businesswoman. Don't tell all your business. I mean, you're a Christian lady too. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking? You looking like I sent you that. Not only didn't you tag me, you didn't even put the business or nothing. So this is like a free outfit. Like you just balling out of control. Yeah. The influencer. Mm-hmm. What's going through your mind? We keep it real here. Don't go too real. Don't go too real. But what's going through your mind?
in the situation when it happened to me, like it made me sad and upset at the same time. Because like this is my business.
Right.
Don't play with my business like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and stuff like that. But I did, write the person like in a nice way though, like, hey, I'm the one that sent you that. Can you tag me so
Right.
people will know where you got it from? And that situation, they deleted the picture, then posted it again and tagged me.
And then it's the right way.
Yeah, so they corrected it and did it the right way, but at the same time, like you would see them like promoting like everybody else, and then when it come to you, it do make you sad. Like,
Yeah.
why are you gonna do me like that? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, but you have to
Right.
keep pushing.
See, that's the
Keep
thing,
going.
because you're a true Libra, right?
Mhm.
Because like we got in those situations, right? We have our petty senses that go off.
Mhm.
But if you kept it professional, because
Yeah.
Libras, we have a good heart. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
we give you a chance.
Mhm.
Now, I don't own a business, right? So if I send somebody a proof T-shirt and they wearing it,
Mhm.
and they don't tag me in it, and they don't put my name, I'm gonna go up under because this is the petty Libra in me.
Right.
Nice shirt. I love that shirt. So now it's man. But you kept it professional. You sent them, they
Yeah.
fixed it, right? You move forward. So in
Yeah.
that situation, it's like, okay, like you said, so you see them promoting other brands,
Mhm.
but they may not be going as hard for you.
Right.
So in that sense, it's like you said you don't want to fool with the influence now. You have people that you already know or people that support you. Do you
Mhm.
find that when people genuinely believe in the business, they'll go harder than like hiring somebody that's like you just paid for hire?
Um. Yeah. Sometimes because like with the influencers, they do have a rate,
Right.
and stuff like that. So it just really all depends on who you choose or whatever,
Right.
you know. But them rates be crazy.
Rates get up there. The rates get real.
Especially when you starting out. Until some people be charging like $2,000 just to wear your stuff for 24 hours, have it on
Wow.
their page for 24 hours,
Right. Wow.
you
Okay.
know, and stuff like that. So that's why I have to keep like promoting, using the right hashtags, um, and things like that because, me personally, I want people to love my boutique for what it is. I
Right.
don't want to win off a cloud. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to love Ryan's House of Fashion for what Cherie has to offer,
Right.
and stuff like that.
And that's the thing, right?
So it might take me a little longer, but I choose to do it that way.
And you're winning. That's the thing right there. You're
Hmm.
doing it without cutting the corners. You're
Yeah.
doing it the right way. You're putting in the hard work. Like I said, you're taking the pictures, you're
Hmm.
getting the clothes, you're putting them together. Not only are you getting the clothes, you're customizing them, putting them together, creating looks. You're going doing the promotion. You're doing the marketing.
Hmm.
Doing this like you're independent. So it's like you're starting out. You're doing this right.
Yeah.
How has it grown? Because people they think, okay, I'm gonna just start a business. How much work goes into starting a business right now, getting it off the ground, and then once you get it off the ground, maintaining? How much work
It's a lot of work, especially since this past year with the pandemic. Because when the pandemic happened, couldn't nobody go nowhere.
right?
You know what I'm saying? So during around that time, like well, my business did slow down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I was still getting orders, but not as much as you know, I was getting before the pandemic. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But I still, when everybody was on lockdown, I still was taking pictures outside and posting my work. because at the same time I had to think everybody at home now, so everybody gonna be online.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that part, like last year, I can't lie, it was a little rough in the beginning. When the pandemic happened, but I couldn't not stop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the advantage was at that time everybody was at home.
Everybody's at home.
You know what I'm
Everybody.
saying? So everybody was online, and stuff like that. So with everything, I just have to keep going and keep pushing and keep putting my work out there
Right.
because I want everybody to see me. And I want to add more, more and more. Like right now, I sell small to 3X. I have sunglasses, sandals, and stuff like that, handbags, and that. But, as I go on, I'm going to add more. I'm looking to add men now because a lot of guys, add to me like when I'm gonna add some men and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm gonna add that, and I hired me a model, for my plus size,
Right.
and I pay her to model for me, and I want everybody to win. You
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how I do that.
And that's the thing right there. So you talking about expanding and growing because I looked up there. I looked for some men stuff. It was nothing I could wear up there. But
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, so I'm excited about that coming because like
Hmm.
you definitely have a style. You definitely have an eye of putting things together. So let me ask you, okay, what's your 5-year goal right now?
My 5-year goal is I want to open up. My 5-year goal is to open up, like, I don't really want like a big old storefront. I want like a cute, small, like, not, I ain't gonna use the word small, but a cute boutique, like more personal for my customers. Like they can come in, get them a glass of champagne, walk around and shop, like really a vibe,
Right.
So that's one of my goals. And another one is my girlfriend, she do locks. So
Okay.
we plan on opening like a boutique slash salon. You know what I'm
That's
saying? So that's another part of, a 5-year goal. And I want to have a store here. Of course, I want to have one in Charlotte.
wow. Okay.
And yeah, and stay online too. I really, really love online because I like packing orders.
Right, right. Online is worldwide right there. So let me
Yeah.
just take me an experience, right? You're a visualizer, you're a creator.
Hmm.
I walk in your boutique. What's playing? What's the music like? What's the atmosphere? What we
The
doing?
atmosphere, it'll probably be, for my boutique, a cool little, R&B vibe or whatever. Like I do like trap music too,
Oh,
but
all right now.
for my store, I want it to be a cool, R&B vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like you just vibing. You want some water, you want some champagne, that
All right.
type of vibe.
Okay.
Real cute.
A cute, intimate setting, right? So
Mhm.
now, all right, this is just for my enjoyment. So now you walk out the building, right?
Mhm.
You get in the car. You say you love trap music.
Mhm.
What are you cutting up loud and you're rolling off to?
Well, all my friends will say it's gonna be some little baby. That's what I'm gonna be listening to. It's gonna be up and it's gonna be loud. He like one of my favorite rappers.
You one of your
So
favorite rappers right now?
yeah, so it's either gonna be him or some money bag.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So now, okay. So now we're going real hardcore. We got Little Baby. We got Money
Yeah.
Bag. Yeah. So
Hmm.
give me your top 2 Little Baby songs that you like from the Little Baby.
Okay, my top two little baby songs would be he has this song called First Class. I like that
First
song.
class.
He has one song called First Class. And it's really hard because like I literally know all his songs. So but you know, like the song with him and Drake will always be my fave. Like, yes,
Oh wow.
indeed.
Right.
Yeah, that will always be like one of my favorites. But other than that, you know, I can go real trap because you know I'm a Boosie and Webby fan too.
Oh, so
Yeah,
oh man. Oh wow. So
yeah.
all right. So you all
But,
right. Okay. So you're I heard the myth before, right?
mhm,
You're breaking it down. So they say some of the most like, fashion women, model type looking women and stuff like that, like the prettier women,
mhm,
they love trap.
mhm.
And it's like, yo, you would think like they more wine sipping, jazz, R&B. So
Yeah,
men, we really have it twisted because we thinking like, okay, yo, she would, slow it down. So
mhm.
trap is winning.
Yeah. The trap music is really winning. Like, seriously. You
All right,
know, we like the vibe, you know,
right,
turn up a little bit. You
all right.
know?
Okay, so I'm just having fun right now. What's the most ratchet song that people would never expect that you like, that you love that's on your playlist?
The most ratchet song. um it probably would be Pooh Shiesty and and Dirt. That's probably like
So
I
they
really
gonna
like
take
that
it back in
song.
blood. They got it.
Yeah, you know, he was like, I don't need security. I bring my own fire in the club.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. And yeah, salute to Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty and
Yeah.
Dirk. Yeah, definitely. NC, he definitely in the building. So okay, wow. So this is really happening. So it's like, all right, so get it back in blood. Wow. Okay.
I know
I
I
mean,
listen to a
we
lot.
hear
Like
it.
a lot of people be like, you don't look like you listen to that type of music.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you doing all that. But you know, I'm a Libra. I can balance it all out.
All right, and it's not wrong. It's nothing wrong with that, yo. But it's like
Hmm.
really the thing. Like men, we hear that all the time. Like,
Hmm.
yo, women love trap, and it's
Hmm.
like, yo, I ain't about to listen. I don't know about that. It ain't been solidified yet.
Yeah,
So right here on the truth, trap is winning.
it's
So it's like
definitely in it.
we have some of the. I'm gonna tell you a real secret. Yeah, we have some of the ratchetest trap music playing before we get there, and then we
Hmm.
switch. She gets in the car now. It's like, you plan something, but it's like you really want to be listening to some Pooh Shiesty or some anything.
Yeah. Hmm.
We're changing the channel for nothing. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it moving. All right. So with the website, right?
Hmm.
Let's talk about that. What type of stuff is up there, and how can the people contact you if they want you to style them, or if they have an event coming up? How would they
Okay,
get with you?
so with the website, you know, it's back there. It's, you know, www.Ryan's House of is all together, and then a dash fashion.com. I have it set up where you can click on new arrivals, accessories, plus size, and what I have on sale. You know, the things that I have on sale. I also offer afterpay. A lot of people
Wow.
love afterpay, so I have that on there. You can use PayPal, you can use ShopPay. Um, I'm actually adding a shop pay where you can do installments with shop pay, like
Wow.
how you do afterpay.
Right.
Excuse me. And yeah, everything is pretty much on there. Everybody say like they love my shipping because it's so fast. Like I do
Wow.
priority 2 to 3 days, or you can do overnight. And that's what you're gonna find on the website. If you want styling, you can email me. It's my last name and first name, McKinney Cherie 08 at gmail.com. And
Okay.
that's the email that I use for styling. you just email me and we'll go from there. I do charge like for styling. I
Right.
also charge a deposit because I gotta really, really know, like, cause I've had people like hit me up to style them and then I don't hear from them no more. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
so I won't have to waste my time.
Right. I
I do
understand.
charge, a deposit for that, you know,
Oh,
to get me started.
right.
And when I style people, I feel like, my styling is different because let's say somebody hit me up for their birthday, I would give them like three different outfits to choose from.
Wow.
So they'll have some options.
Right.
I don't just throw out like, well, here go the outfit. I actually give them like three different outfits I put together, and most of the time they get all three.
Wow.
You know
Right.
what I'm
Because
saying?
once they
But
see it.
yeah, I like to give people options. You
Right.
know, when I style too, and yeah, that's pretty much how you can contact me. My Instagram, my business Instagram is Ryan's underscore house, excuse me, underscore of underscore fashion.
Right.
My Facebook business page is Ryan's House of Fashion, and that's how you'll contact me on there. Um, I do have it set up like if you DM me on my business page on IG or Facebook. It comes to my phone, but I have it set up where I'm only available from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then if you write me
Right.
after 6, I'll get back to you probably at like 8 or 9, when I wake up the next
Right.
day. Because, I
Right. You
like
gotta have a
to,
life for yourself.
yeah, I like to tell people too, like, don't overwork yourself. Like, get your rest too,
Right.
because people be hitting you up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and stuff like that. But
Right.
it's just me. It's just me running my business right now. It's just me.
Right.
So I had to get my rest too. So I'm available Monday through Saturday,
Monday through
9 to 6, and I take like Sunday is a little off day, but technically I'm not off because I'm packing orders for Monday.
Right, preparing for the next day. So
Mhm.
that's the thing right there. Yeah. I definitely want to salute you. Yeah, you're a strong woman,
Thank you.
powerful testimony,
Hmm.
definitely blessings upon you. And I know that you're going to continue to grow, and you're only going to get bigger and bigger.
Hmm.
And I see the marketing, I see the promotion. You're on the right route, and your numbers are growing up. So it's
Hmm.
like at the same time you're going to continue to expand. So
Right.
down the road, right, as you get new arrivals and stuff like that, yo, would you come back up here and do another interview with us? Or
Yeah.
this was too much?
Yeah.
It was pretty
I
cool.
like this. Like, I'm not shy no more. Like,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with this. Like, I would definitely come back
Wow.
for
So
real.
okay, let me ask you, yo, just for when I do the promo, yo, can you give it a shout out? Can you say, yo, I'm the owner, tell them the name, shout out to the proof and the proof podcast show. You got me stuttering. I'm nervous. You confident now? I'm nervous.
But yes. But oh my god.
It's the proof
Yeah,
podcast. The proof podcast.
the Proof Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Proof Podcast. Make sure y'all check it out. I love it. I'm ready
All
to
right.
come back already. You
Oh
know what I'm
wow.
saying? Like, it really is like, you made me feel comfortable. We just going with the flow. We vibing. And
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. As a black woman, I definitely tip my hat to you for following your dreams and
Thank you.
not giving up and trusting God, because a lot of times we get paralyzed with our fear. Like God is trying to pull us to another level and we're
Right.
scared to step out. So to see that, God gave you the vision young. It took a
Hmm.
while to manifest, but it's like when it was time and his timing, you said, yo, you know what? God is pulling me this way. Life is saying, yo, just go to work, come home, pay my bills, but it's something more for me.
Mm-hmm.
You stepped out, doors begin to open, and God is still blessing you. And I know that
Yep.
He'll continue to bless you. But as a woman in America, right? Black
Mm-hmm.
woman, it's always great to see how creating opportunities, leaving a legacy,
Yes.
empowering other women. Like you said, even talking to women that's going through different things, saying, hey, I've been through that. You're not alone.
Yep.
That's strength and that's empowerment. And we need more of that. And I wish, a lot of times they say, okay, you show a lot of love to the women because the
Mm-hmm.
women, y'all get that. Y'all stick together.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that the black men would put all the pride and stuff to the side and really like, yo, bro, I don't got no ill will with you. We're not in competition. We're
Right.
from the same struggle. I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times as men, we have to be macho all the time. So it's like when I see the women doing the sisterhoods and empowerment and stuff like that, it's like
Yeah.
because there's so much going on and all the odds are stacked against us, it's almost set up that they don't want us to win. So when I
Right.
see strong people like yourself winning, it really truly gives me joy. And it's like
Thank
for
you.
the viewers, it's like that's why I use the platform because I want people to see people that look like them, people
Mm-hmm.
that went through similar situations, winning because now it's like now if they did it, I can do it. Not in a sense of competition, but it's like in a hope. Like if
Yep.
God did it for them, then He can do it for me. Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times we have these dreams and we don't know where to start. So
Right.
I appreciate you for coming up here, sharing your story and your
Mm-hmm.
business, and then even like the hurtful parts. And I pray that somebody watching this will get some kind of peace or some strength from it, because nothing that we do is in vain.
Right.
So to
Mm-hmm.
you, I salute you, to you and your family.
Thank you.
Doors continue to open. I'll be praying for you as well. If anything I can do on my end to help push the brand, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, your salute for Black excellence. If you got any shout outs, like I said, your people's been in the comments. Salute to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
They've been showing love all night. And I thank y'all for sticking with us. I didn't know we was going this long, but those that
Yeah.
still watching with us, I appreciate y'all watching definitely, and it means a lot. If you got any shout outs, anything, or any last words, you can drop that right now.
Well, I just want to say, thank you for the opportunity. Like I really, really appreciate it. Shout out to my friends and my family that was on here. Um, and I want to encourage everybody, like, to just please keep going. Anything you go through, talk to somebody. Um, Definitely pray. Keep your faith. Don't worry. You can't have faith and worry at the same time. So, you know, you really, really have to keep going because, like, it's too many opportunities out here. Like, everything is out here for us, and you know, and support my brand.
Right.
And
Definitely.
stuff like that. But really, really, thank you for this opportunity, for
Oh,
real.
I thank you and salute to you again. Salute to everybody that watched. And again, it's like, yo, anytime, anything we can do on my end, just let me know because that's what I'm all about. Empowering too. Definitely love seeing Black women shine and doing their thing, being strong. And I know you said you have a relationship, so I pray that that works out and everything. The blessings keep opening with the lock part and then the
Hmm.
boutique and the salon. Is it going to be like a natural hair boutique?
Yeah. See, like, how I'm having, like, it's gonna be basically on the hair end. It's gonna be like lock and barbers over there.
Wow.
And then, like, the other half, like, will be the boutique half. So like, she has a lot of girl clients. So
Right.
I'll be like, after they get their hair done, they
Mhm.
come right on to the other side, get them an outfit to go out. It'll
Right.
work out.
And that's definitely dope right there. So even when you get the men stuff in there, once the
Yeah.
barbers get them right, they can
Hmm.
come over there and definitely. So like
They
people
can get
that's
the
like in,
men's too, because I'm gonna
in
have the men's. I'm gonna have all that, and then now, I have a niece now. She's like 3 months. So
right.
I'm thinking about adding the baby clothes too.
Wow.
Just wait for her, get a little older.
Okay. And that's definitely gonna be dope right there. And God is all about elevating, so I know he'll add on to it. So that's
Mm-hmm.
definitely gonna work right there. And again, yo, I just salute you, yo, and I'm definitely excited about everything that happened today. I'm definitely excited about your future
All right.
and the
Thank you.
expansion and the things. So okay, I know what I was gonna ask before we go. For
Okay.
like people that may be in the industry, like they may be in the entertainment industry, they may be rappers, singers, and stuff like that. They do videos and concerts, so they may need a stylist. Do you do stuff like that as well?
Yes, I do. I do that, and also I have been in videos too, so I'm
Wow.
available to be a model in your video too. I do
Okay.
that too. Still,
Okay.
yep.
Oh wow. So okay. So anybody watching, if y'all looking for a stylist, they got to be in Dallas, so they better money better be right. Don't you hit her up. Don't you tell her the proof sent y'all. Y'all, all right. Your money better be right. I'm telling you
Right.
that. Yo, but again, yo, I thank you again. Yo, you have a beautiful spirit, yo, and you definitely your
Thank you.
family, they definitely behind you. And we all need that again. So yo, salute to everybody that's watched the show today. It's Fashion Week Wednesday, yo. It's just been shut down. Cherie Mckinney in the building, yo. The owner of Ryan's House of Style, y'all. And we thank everybody for watching, yo. This is the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. And I go by the name of Sayon, yo. And we thank everybody and we love y'all. Peace. Thanks for watching.
All right.